new camping spot, Long Lake. As you can see, it's no longer a lake, so it's a dry lake now. It's about sundown. Of course, Rocky's got to grab his ball. Let's see if there's any elk out there. This is about the time I got here yesterday. There was a big herd of elk at the other end of the lake. Down there, nice little spot. I'm the only one here, I think. Here's a... Come on, Rock! This is the bathroom parking area boat launch. As you can see, it's very busy with people fishing. I talked to the Forest Service gal this morning, and I'm not supposed to camp in the parking lot, but you can see a couple fire rings out there, so she said since there's nobody out here, there's a big camping spot right there. It's all kinds of big open camping areas. You could pull in here. Big huge parking area, gravel and kind of grass coming up. I should have just parked here. It's a big fire ring right there. I was going to park on that. I wanted to get a little bit kind of back in the trees, get out of the wind. Bathroom's nice and clean. It's 14-day stay limit. It's actually there aren't any signs up that say no camping in the parking area. They might enforce that when they put water in the lake. There's all the do's and don'ts. No garbage service. That's not your typical vault toilet. Nice and clean. She came and cleaned it all out. Smells nice. They got little odor discs up there, cinnamon. She hosed it all, sprayed it all out, and pressure washed it. She didn't need to be, because I don't think anybody's used it. That's nice and clean. All loaded up with toilet paper. It was where she came today. Nice peaceful quiet area. They tore down and they had a big track hoe when I got here yesterday. I could see a big flatbed semi parked out there on the shoreline about 200 yards down the lake. So I asked her about that this morning. She said they were tearing there was a Forest Service cabin, probably built 100 years ago. Big kind of Ranger Forest Service cabin. And they were tearing that down, so I walked down there after she left, and there was a guy keeping an eye on the equipment. The big semi had left this morning. I didn't hear it go by, so it must have been the end of the world sleeping early this morning when he left. I talked to the guy. He was the track hoe driver, and they were hauling a load of that cabin out and came back with a big dump trailer and finished loading it up, and they're done and out of here. They loaded everything up and left about 1 o'clock. So it's nice and quiet now. I could hardly hear the track hoe down there. It was about 300 yards down, back in the trees. So I walked down there, and that'd be a really nice spot to camp. Give it another month or so to kind of get settled down and packed down. There's a big grassy area and all big, nice, cleared out area. The road in there is really nice. Nice smooth road to get in, so you could get a big rig in, no problem. Okay, got a campfire going. Rocky wants to play with his ball. I don't see any elk. I was hoping there'd be a bunch of elk coming out. Don't see anything. I went out earlier and walked around out on the lake bed. Gets a little soft. You got to kind of watch where you're going. I went out about 200-300 feet, and there's a big dead tree out there. I walked out to that. You can walk around fine, but I didn't want to sink in there. Oh, there's a bunch of elk across on the other side of the lake. I don't know if you can see them in the video. They're coming down to the lake shore. It's about 5 or 6. It's kind of wide open prairie land. About 3 or 4 miles south was pine trees. So it kind of turned and went from like scattered, mostly ponderosa pine to this juniper. I don't know if this is, I think this is juniper pine, or I'm not sure what it's called. Juniper, I think. They're about 25 feet tall. Oh, I got one antenna up. Okay, that's about it then. There's a little side road coming in. There's all dispersed camping all the way along for about a mile along here. She gave me a motor vehicle use map. Coquino National Forest. This is the regular motor vehicle use map that's the Bible now that they've just started making up for all the Forest Service districts. You're supposed to have a map like that, so in case you get off somewhere on a side road that's closed. It's a nice solar spot. I had no problem getting solar here. The sun was up about 6 o'clock. Got blocked a little bit. I had to move a couple of my panels over on this side, pick up the last hour and a half of sun, but I didn't really probably need to. It's a little bit cloudy this afternoon. A little patch of clouds came through, so I lost about 3 hours of charge. Got a nice campfire going. Scanner going, checking to see what's on the frequencies around here. I'm closest to Flagstaff. Okay, Rock, we're done. There's some elk over there. Why don't you wander over there and say hi to the elk? You can see them working their way down towards the lake shore. It's a nice big strip of real lush green grass all the way around the shoreline. So I'm sure they're coming down and chowing down on that every night. And they're working their way down the hill. All right, Northwest Hiker and Rocky and his wiffle ball that we found. I think he's doing a wiffle ball. I'm gonna sit down by the campfire, enjoy the evening, take a walk, watch the elk come down the hillside. Okay, Rock, that's enough. We're done. Okay, come on, here, bring it here. Come on. Okay, here, put it in my lap. Come on. Okay, last time. Darn, I wish I had my quad. I could get that quad. It'd be cool to fly over there and get some video of the elk, chase the elk around. I wonder if they'd freak out or they would even care. I can see them. There's about 5 or 6 of them. All right, Rocky, I'm going to shut that camera off. I don't know if it's filming much, but we'll take a look. Let her go for a few more minutes. Shut the camera off and turn some tunes on. Go over there and thump one of those elk and have some nice elk steak for dinner. Maybe one will get stuck out on the lake bed and get some elk tomorrow.